heart-stopping skies above the Pacific, United Airlines Flight 1175 became a symbol of both terror and triumph. Join us on an adrenaline-fueled journey as we unravel the harrowing events of February 2018, when a routine flight from San Francisco to Honolulu turned into a battle for survival. With engines roaring and nerves on edge, witness the extraordinary courage of passengers and crew as they faced a mid-air crisis unlike any other. Prepare to be riveted as we delve deep into the heart of this gripping tale, where the line between disaster and deliverance hangs by a thread. Get ready to soar into the stratosphere of human resilience and aviation ingenuity in this captivating documentary, where every moment counts and every decision could mean the difference between life and death. Welcome aboard the flight of a lifetime. Welcome to the story of United Airlines Flight 1175. In the crisp morning air of February 13, 2018, San Francisco International Airport hums with activity. Ground crews meticulously load luggage and fuel, while pilots conduct thorough pre-flight checks. Passengers eagerly await boarding, their excitement palpable. Against the backdrop of the iconic city skyline, United Airlines Flight 1175 prepares to embark on its journey to Honolulu, unaware of the challenges that lie ahead. Nestled on the picturesque shores of the San Francisco Bay, San Francisco International Airport stands as a bustling gateway to the world. From the moment travelers step foot into its sleek terminals, they are greeted by an atmosphere alive with anticipation and possibility. With its striking architecture and modern amenities, SFO seamlessly blends the beauty of its natural surroundings with the efficiency of a world-class transportation hub. The aircraft involved in the incident was a Boeing 777-222, a specific variant for United Airlines based on the original 777-200 series, bearing the registration N773UA and construction number CEN 26929. It was the fourth in its line. Equipped with two Pratt & Whitney PW4000 engines, the aircraft had been in service for 23.3 years, taking its inaugural flight on October 28, 1994, and was delivered new to United Airlines on September 29, 1995. Notably, Boeing ceased production of the 777 with P&W PW4000 series engines in 2013, and the engine is no longer actively produced. In a subsequent incident in 2021, the same aircraft, N773UA, was deployed to transport passengers from Denver to Honolulu after a similar issue affected a sister ship, N772UA. The Boeing 777 stands as a long-range, wide-body, twin-engine aircraft with a relatively low accident fatality rate. Among its incidents, only two resulted in the total loss of aircraft, passengers, and crew. Malaysia Airlines flights MH17 and MH370 in July and March 2014, respectively. Other fatal accidents, such as Emirates Flight 521 and Asiana Airlines Flight 214, were attributed to pilot error. Two additional incidents resulted in hull losses with passenger injuries. Egypt Air Flight 667 suffered a cockpit fire while parked at Cairo Airport, while British Airways Flight 38 crashed on landing at Heathrow Airport due to a design defect in its Rolls-Royce Trent 895. 17 engines, distinct from the P&W engines on the aircraft involved in this incident. The original 777-200 model boasted Pratt & Whitney PW4000 engines, notable for their width, approximately equivalent to that of a 737 fuselage. The specific variant utilized by United, the PW4077, generates a nominal thrust of 77,000 pounds force, 340 kN. These engines are dual-spool, axial flow, high bypass turbofan engines, representing a higher bypass version of the PW4094 engine initially employed on the Boeing 747-400. Customized exclusively for the 777, they feature a larger 112-inch, 280 centimeters diameter fan section housing 22 hollow core fan blades. Constructed from a titanium alloy, the PW4112 fan blade boasts a wide-chord airfoil, measuring approximately 40.5 inches, 103 centimeters, in length and 22.25 inches, 56.5 centimeters in width at the blade tip. Each PW4112 fan blade can weigh up to a maximum of 34.85 pounds, 15.81 kilograms. Captain Christopher Borzu Behinam, age 57, assumed the role of pilot monitoring, while First Officer, where FO Paul Ayers, age 60, took charge as the pilot flying. Accompanying them was a jump seat rider, none other than the off-duty United Airlines 777 First Officer Ed Gagarin. With a wealth of experience under their wings, Captain Behinam reported an impressive total of 13,592 flight hours, out of which 360 were dedicated to commanding the B-777. Complementing this expertise, First Officer Ayers brought his extensive flight history to the cockpit, boasting a total of 11,318 flight hours, with an overwhelming 10,087 hours specifically logged in the B-777 aircraft. Together, this seasoned trio formed a formidable team ready to navigate the skies with precision and professionalism. Onboard United Airlines Flight 1175 were 363 passengers, accompanied by a team of 3 pilots and 12 flight attendants. This diverse group of individuals represented a tapestry of backgrounds and experiences, united in their journey through the skies. Led by skilled pilots and supported by attentive flight attendants, they formed a cohesive unit, bound together by the shared experience of air travel. Following a routine takeoff from San Francisco International Airport, United Airlines Flight 1175 ascended into the morning sky, its engines roaring with power and purpose. With Captain Behinam and First Officer Ayers at the controls, the Boeing 777-222 soared gracefully, its passengers settling into the familiar rhythms of flight. Inside the cabin, the hum of conversation mingled with the soft whir of overhead fans as travelers relaxed into their seats, anticipation mingling with a sense of comfort and routine. Outside, the sprawling landscape of California unfolded beneath them, a patchwork of green fields and winding rivers stretching to the horizon. For a fleeting moment, all was as it should be in the boundless expanse of the heavens as the aircraft pressed onward towards its destination, the promise of adventure beckoning on the horizon. At 11:58 Hawaiian Standard Time, HST, United Airlines Flight 1175 found itself approximately 120 miles, 100 nautical miles, 190 kilometers, from Honolulu International Airport, HNL, cruising at flight level, FL 360, roughly equivalent to 36,000 feet or 11,000 meters above sea level. Suddenly, the tranquility of the journey was shattered by a violent jolt and a deafening bang, an occurrence that both pilots immediately recognized, accompanied by intense airframe vibrations. Following the sudden jolt and loud noise, the pilots swiftly noted that the autopilot disengaged, prompting the aircraft to veer to the right. A smooth transition of control occurred, with the captain assuming the role of pilot flying. Approximately 15 to 30 seconds after the initial disturbance, the engine indicating and crew alerting system, EIKS, indicated a loss of engine pressure ratio, EPR, in 1 and oil pressure. Following protocol, the crew promptly executed the severe engine damage checklist, leading to the shutdown and securing of the affected engine. As the right engine was powered down, the vibration lessened, although the aircraft's handling remained compromised. Recognizing the severity of the situation, the crew declared an emergency and initiated a gradual descent to flight level, FL, 230, approximately 23,000 feet or 7,000 meters above sea level. Upon assessing the situation, the captain instructed the jump seat rider to venture into the cabin to inspect the engine's condition. The jump seat rider observed that the engine was oscillating and noted the absence of the cowling. Taking initiative, he recorded a video of the engine's state to share with the captain and the first officer. Meanwhile, the purser approached the flight deck, where the captain briefed her on the emergency situation and their decision to divert the flight to Honolulu International Airport, HNL. Taking into account factors such as time, distance, and familiarity, the crew collectively determined that HNL was the most suitable airport for the emergency landing. Proceeding with caution, the aircraft continued its course to HNL, executing a visual approach and smoothly landing on runway 8R without any further incidents. As per the pilot's report, the Aircraft Rescue and Firefighting, ARFF, personnel conducted a comprehensive inspection of the airplane. Upon confirming its safety, the pilots taxied the aircraft to the gate. Subsequently, the passengers, consisting of 363 individuals, along with the 3 pilots and 12 flight attendants, deplaned in an orderly manner at the gate. Fortunately, there were no reported injuries during this process. NTSB investigators traveled to the scene to begin an incident investigation. The damage to the airplane was categorized as minor according to the criteria set by the National Transportation Safety Board, NTSB. On June 30th, 2020, more than 2 years following the incident, the National Transportation Safety Board, NTSB, concluded the probable causes of the event as follows. The fracture of a fan blade occurred due to Pratt & Whitney's ongoing classification of the Thermal Acoustic Imaging, TAI, inspection process as a new and evolving technology. This classification allowed them to continue conducting inspections without establishing a formal, structured initial and recurrent training program or an inspector certification program. The absence of adequate training led to an incorrect assessment by the inspector of an indication, resulting in a cracked blade being returned to service, where it eventually fractured. Additionally, contributing to the fan blade fracture was the lack of feedback from process engineers regarding the fan blades sent to them by inspectors for evaluation of indications discovered during the inspection process. In response to the incident involving United Airlines Flight 1175, the airline announced plans to issue full refunds to all affected passengers. The cockpit crew was later honored with the Superior Airmanship Award by the Airline Pilots Association for their skillful handling of the situation, ensuring a safe landing. Subsequently, in 2019, the FAA issued an airworthiness directive mandating recurring engine inspections based on usage cycles, which were adopted by various national authorities. However, after a similar incident involving a JAL 777-200/PW4000 engine failure in Japan, Japan's Transport Ministry ordered increased inspection frequency. In February 2020, a passenger from California and Guam filed a lawsuit against United, Boeing, and Pratt & Whitney, seeking compensation for severe mental, emotional, and physical injuries resulting from the incident. Boeing later provided an update to the FAA on its efforts to strengthen 777 engine covers, deciding to redesign and provide replacement covers for retrofitting fleets. However, this information was not disclosed to the public until internal Boeing documents were reviewed by the Wall Street Journal following a similar incident with United Airlines Flight 328 in Denver in 2021. During an NTSB press briefing after the Flight 328 incident, NTSB Chairman Robert Sumwalt emphasized the importance of understanding the specific circumstances of each event before drawing comparisons, indicating ongoing investigation into the matter.